variation of the EX versus the angle, and also the variation of GXY with the angle. So any questions in this, any doubts in this? Were you able to code this? Did anybody try this, doing this? I had put this in the Google Classroom also. Did anybody try plotting these things?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you were able to do it? Any issues? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. So I hope you have understood this variation of this EX with the angle of the lamina. So it reduces because there is a change in the angle. And here at 45 degree, the um, shear modulus is maximum. Okay, at 45 degree, the shear modulus what you get is maximum. So if you want a part which needs to have good shear strength, then the plies what you use must mostly be of 45 degrees. Okay, so that's the understanding what we get. And for axial loads, okay, the loads that is acting in the direction of the fibers, then what you do is you have the 0 degree plies for such conditions. Okay, so if there is a complex loading, you have axial loads as well as the torsional loads, then what you do is you need to go for a combined 0 and 45 plies. Okay, so that's how you make laminates of different angles. So here, if you observe this, if you look at this one, this is S bar. What is the other name for S bar? What is the name for S bar? What is the name for S bar? Yes? What is the name for S bar? Transformed?
Compliance.
Transformed compliance matrix. Okay. So here, if you see this S16 bar, S26 bar, and S61 bar and S62 bar. Okay, this is for 0 degree ply. Okay, so this is same as S. This is same as S. So what you see here is these terms are 0. Okay, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. But the when you look at the 10 degree, this is 10 degree, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And then 90 degree again has this 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, but other angles, okay, 10 to 80 doesn't have that 0. Okay, it's these are non-zero. Okay, what do you mean by this? What do you understand by these non-zero terms? You see at 0 degree lamina, you have these terms as 0, and also at the 90 degree, you have these terms as 0, but 10 to 80 degrees, you don't have those terms as 0. So what do you understand from this? Yes, anybody? Yeah. Hmm? No one. Okay. So just So if theta equal to 60 degree, okay, and then the global stresses, okay, for example, is this is sigma x, sigma y, okay, and there is tau xy, okay, there is tau xy. Some this is how much is this? 2 into 10 power minus 3 GPa, okay. So everything is in GPa, so I put this in GPa 2 into 10 power minus 3. So what I'll find out is, I'll find out the global strains for this, okay. I'll get the global strains. So when you run this, what are these? What are these values? What is the first one? This is epsilon x. This is epsilon y. This is gamma xy. Okay. So what do you see here? What are the stress that you have given? What is the kind of stress that you have given? Some interactions, please.
Lambda.
Lambda. What kind of stress you have applied here? What kind of stress is applied? Yes. I need some answers.
Global shear stress, sir.
Okay. Global shear stress you are applying. What are the strains you are getting? Global strains. You're getting all the strains.
Yes, sir.
So what is this kind of behavior? What is this kind of behavior of the material? What kind of material it is called?
Compression.
What kind of material is this?
Isotropic, sir.
Isotropic.
Sir,
We are considering a UD lamina. So in that UD lamina is behaving like a orthotropic material. Okay. In orthotropic, there were two classifications. One was
Generally orthotropic.
generally orthotropic and specially orthotropic. So what is this material? What is this one?
Generally
orthotropic. Okay. So generally orthotropic material means when the direction of fibers is not 0 or 90. Okay. It is other than 0 and 90. Okay. So when you have some other angle, then what happens is you have just applied shear stress. Okay. There is no sigma x, there is no sigma y. Okay. There is no sigma x, there is no sigma y. That means there is no extensional stresses. Okay. There are no extensional stresses, but you have applied only shear stress. So, but what you're getting is you're getting epsilon x. What is epsilon x? Extensional strain. Okay. Epsilon y is also extensional strain. Okay. But this one is shear strain. Okay. So when you're applying only a shear stress, the composite is showing you is deforming extensionally as well as shear. Okay, there is extensional deformation as well as shear deformations. Okay, because of this angle. Suppose if you make this 0, okay, if you make this 0, what is the expected result? What is the expected result? What do you think you will get here for the strains? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's have a deal. The more you interact in the class, you will get some bonus marks. Okay, you need not interact with me for free. I'll give you some bonus marks for interacting with me. Once I ask a question, if you want to answer, you can tell your name and then the answer. Answer need not be correct always. Okay, so you can just tell me your name and then tell the answer. I'll note down who are those who are interacting in the class and they'll get some bonus marks. So I know that Vikram, Raghavendra, Bharat usually interact with me, and yeah, some more are there. I'll note down from now. From now on, I'll note down the names who interact with me and they'll get the bonus marks. Otherwise, it will be like, why should I answer? Why can't somebody else answer? All those things will be there. So let's give the benefit to those who interact in the class. Okay, so if theta is 0 degree, okay, and you are applying only the shear stress, what is the result that you are expecting in the strains?
So it will be same, sir, like global.
It will be same, sir.
Okay, same in the sense?
As global stresses, sir, 0, 0, 2 into 10 to the power minus 3.
Okay, those are stresses. What about strains? There will be, will you get epsilon x? Will you get a value in epsilon x?
No,
No, sir.
No, sir.
You won't get.
No. Okay. So you see here, you get only, what is this? Shear strain.
Yes.
Okay. For applying a shear stress, you're getting shear strain. Okay. Suppose if instead of 0, I put 90. Okay. Instead of 0, I put 90. What do I get?
Shear stresses.
You get shear strain. You are applying a shear stress. Okay. Shear stresses. Yeah. What you get is shear strain. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when you put 0 and 90, you don't get extensional strains. Okay. But if you have extensional stresses, okay, say this also is, it's non-zero, you are applying extensional stresses, okay, then you will get all, okay. Whichever you don't apply, if you're not applying the extensional stresses, you shouldn't get extensional strain. Okay, so that's the concept. Okay, so this kind of material is called as
isotropic.
Extension tubes.
no, what is this material called as?
Isotropic.
Not isotropic. Specially orthotropic.
Especially orthotropic.
Okay, specially orthotropic materials. Okay, fine. Now we have understood this generally orthotropic. especially orthotropic materials. Also, you have understood the importance of the orientation of the lamina and so on. So now we will discuss about the laminates. Okay, about the laminates, we'll just discuss few things. So before analyzing the laminates for the macro mechanics, what you need to do is just a second. Okay. Okay, so there is something called as standard laminate code. Laminate code. What is the meaning of laminate? What do you mean by laminate?
It's a layer
The
of
layers of lamina, like
Okay,
code,
multiple laminas.
multiple layers.
multiple
Okay.
layers of laminas.
Yeah. Okay. So, so there is some standard by which these are represented. So code doesn't mean program; it's just a notation. Okay. So suppose you have the how is this laminate made? You have one layer and then you apply the matrix and then put another fiber layer, apply another layer of matrix, then put another fiber. So that's how laminate is prepared. Okay. So suppose if say 45 degree, okay, 0, 45, 90, 30, 90, another 90, and then 30. Okay, so this is the angles. Okay, these are angles of the fibers. Okay, of the fiber layers. So the first, the bottom layer is aligned at 30 degree. Second layer is at 90 degree. Third layer is also at 90 degree. This layer is at 45, this at 0, and this at 45. Okay. Assume equal thickness. Okay. Though it doesn't look like equal thickness, assume it to be equal thickness. I have shown this as bigger, this as smaller. So assume equal thickness. Okay. I have not drawn it correctly. So assume equal thickness and assume material properties to be same. Material properties are same. Okay. Now, do you understand this? All these are in degrees. Okay. I have not put the symbol degrees. Okay. So assume whatever numbers I write are in degrees. Okay. So how do you represent this? Okay. So the bottommost lamina is 30 degree, then 90, then 90, 45, 0, 45. So this is the stacking of the laminate. So the way you represent this is you open a square bracket, okay, and then start from the top. Okay, always start from the top to bottom. Okay, 45, 0, 45, then 90. Okay, 90 you have 2 times. Okay, 90 you have 2 times consecutive. Okay, so just put a 2 here. Okay, and then 30. and then close the bracket. So this is how you represent a laminate code for this sequence. Okay, 45, 0, 45, 90 is 2 times, and then 30. So this makes the laminate. Okay, so why do we need to learn this? Because whichever books you look at, whichever journals you read, okay, whatever composite references you refer to, it will not have this thing. Okay, it will be represented like this. Okay, the fiber orientations were, okay, so it will be given like this. So what you do is, by looking at this, you must be able to understand what is the sequence. Okay, so this is always from top to bottom. Okay, 45, 0, 45, 90 is 2 times, so you put a 2 here, which means 90 is 2 times, and then 30. Okay, any doubt in this?
No, sir. No doubt.
Okay, so
No, sir, no doubt.
okay, marks are only for technical answers, not for yes or no. 45 minus 45, 30, 30, and 0. Okay, so how do you represent this is
45 bar 40.
45/45/30 base 2.
instead of that, what you do, plus and minus. Okay, first is plus, then minus. Okay,
45/45
then
32
30 is 2
plus
and
0.
0.
0.
Okay, so this is how you represent this.
So if we get a code like this, how do we make out what is first, like plus and minus 45? Which comes first? How do we differentiate?
Whichever symbol is on the top, that is first. Okay, suppose if this was
Minus comes first, will be minus.
yeah, yes, if this was minus here and this was plus here, then you write it as minus and then plus.
2 times minus 45 minus 45 is present then, sir.
We can write it as plus only, right, sir?
If 2 times minus 45 is there, then minus 45, put a 2 here.
Plus 45 minus 45 plus 45 plus 30 plus 30 is there.
What? Once again, please.
Sir, if there are
If
three,
minus 40, we have to write minus 45 two times, minus 45, sorry, plus 45 bar 30 2 times, no, sir.
No, what is the sequence? Tell me first. Is this correct? Whatever I've written here. For this you want to write, or what is that you want to write it for?
No, sir. What if minus 45 is repeated for 2 times and plus 45 is repeated for 2 times?
Then you write separately.
Okay. Okay, sir.
If there is a 45 here, then you write it separately, because only minus 45 is repeated 2 times.
and there can be any number of stacks, sir.
As minimum as possible. Stacks in the sense what? What do you mean by stacks? I didn't.
I mean layers, sir, like 45, 45, 30, 30. So they can be as many as we want, or
No, this decision is based on the macro mechanics of laminates. Okay, this is the problem given, and for this you are writing the standard laminate code. How do you arrive at this? That is based on the macro mechanics of the laminate that we'll discuss little later. Okay, but looking at this, how do you write this? That is what I'm trying to tell you. Any doubts?
So randomly we can choose our number, or is there any spec behind that? Like 32, 30, after 30 we have to choose 35, or in between we can take like 33 or 32.
Yeah. So I have not talked about the laminate design. Okay. Laminate design I have not talked about. I was just teaching you the lamina part. Okay. So far we were dealing only with lamina. Okay. I just now started with the laminate. Okay. I have not talked about the design at all still. Okay, I'm just taking some example and uh, just telling you how to write this in this form. That's all. How do we decide these things? That we will see in the next classes. Okay, that is involved in the design. Okay,
Okay, sir.
those things will come in the design. How many plies should be there? What should be the orientation? What should be the top fiber? What should be the bottom fiber? What should be the middle layers? Okay, so all these will be decided later, but I am just taking some examples, some random examples, and teaching you how to write this thing. Okay, because when you look at some examples, you should be able to understand what is this. Okay, so there is two minus 45s and then a plus 45 and then a 32 times and then a 0. This is what you need to understand for now. How do we get these things? That we'll see a little later, because I have not talked about laminate design yet. I've just come out of this lamina and trying to introduce laminates. Okay. Okay, so 45, whatever I'm writing is just random orientations. Okay, so reasoning for these things for specific applications that we'll see little later. Minus 45, 0. So how do you write this?
45 2 slash
45 2 slash
minus 45
Minus 45
minus
2
45
and slash 0.
0.
So we can write plus or minus 45 suffix 2, no, sir.
If you write plus or minus 45 suffix 2,
Sir, for that it should be consecutive plus minus, no, sir?
yeah, then this will be plus 45 minus 45, then plus 45 minus 45. So this cannot be written. Okay.
Okay.
So this is fine. This is fine. Okay. Next is 45 0 minus 60 60 30. Okay. So this would be 45
45 slash
45
0
slash 0
minus plus 60
minus
plus 60
minus plus 60 slash 30.
plus 30.
Okay, fine. Next is 0 45 90 45 0. Okay, for this what you do is 0 slash 45 slash 90. Okay, and then
Slash 40.
yeah, you can write it as slash 45 slash 0,
0.
but there is another way of writing this. It is 0 slash 45 slash 90 and then put a bar over here and then say this is symmetric. Okay, S for symmetric. What is the meaning of this bar and S? Okay, 0 45 90.
Then again repeat, sir. Repeat.
Yeah, repeat.
45 0.
It's not repeat, it's the mirror. Okay, mirror symmetric. Okay, leaving out 90. Okay, you are not repeating 90. So this bar means you don't repeat 90. Okay, but you write 45 and 0. Okay, this is the meaning of this. Suppose if it was 0 45 90 90 45 0, then this can be written as 0 45 90 no bar. Okay,
symmetric.
symmetric. Okay, so this is for this, this is for this. this bar indicates you don't repeat the middle fiber. Okay, but here you repeat it because there is no bar here. Is it clear? Any doubt in this bar?
Sir, but the sequence will be different, right, sir?
Yeah, this will have two 90s and this will have only 190.
Okay, sir.
Okay. See, whatever you are writing is for what is on the, what is given. Okay. These are given. For this, you are writing this. Okay. This is different from this, obviously, because there is 190 layer missing here. There is a 90 addition here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Next is 45, 0, 90, 45, 0, 90. What you do is you write 45, 0 and 90. Okay, and then repeat this whole thing 2 times. Okay, open a simple bracket. So this is not symmetric. Is this symmetric?
No, sir.
It's not symmetric. Okay, so what you do is this whole thing, okay, this thing 45, 0, 90 is again repeating. Okay, so instead of repeating only 1 or 2, the whole thing is repeating. So put a simple bracket covering all those and then put a 2 here. Okay, so this is how we represent this thing. These are all globally accepted laminate codes. So whichever composite textbooks or journals you refer, this is how it will be. Okay, 45, 0, 90, 45, 0, 90, 90, 0, 45, 90, 0, 45. So is there any symmetric here?
Yes, sir. After the second 90.
Okay, here there is symmetric. Now what do you do? How do you write this?
45, 0, 90.
45, 0, 90.
45,
5
0.
bar 0 bar 90 twice.
Whole suffix 2.
Okay.
And then another bracket, yes.
Okay, this is how you write this. Okay.
Yes.
45, 0, 90, 2 times. 2 times repeating and then asymmetric. Okay. So we assume the material properties to be same. What is the meaning of that?
Sir, what if the case if it is there is 45, 0, 90 and 90, 0, 45, sir?
45, 0, 90.
And 90, 0, 45.
90, 0, 45.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do
Symmetric.
you?
So 45 slash 0 slash 90.
And then put a symmetric.
Okay.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
This is symmetric about this axis, no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
That's all.
Okay, sir.
What do you mean by material same? Material properties are same?
Fibers and matrices are made up of same materials or same constraints.
Yeah. Suppose you are using carbon fibers. So the whole thing, the whole laminate is made of carbon. Okay. Carbon fibers and epoxy, say, matrix. Or if you're using glass fibers, then the whole laminate is made of glass fibers, and matrix material, say epoxy. Okay, so that is what the meaning of material is same. Suppose if material is different, okay, suppose if material is different, then we have say 0 is made of carbon, okay, carbon and epoxy, okay, and then 45 minus 45, 90, 90 minus 45, 0. Okay, this whole thing is made of say glass fibers and epoxy, and the 0 again is made of carbon and epoxy. Okay, the top and the bottom layer is made up of carbon fibers and epoxy. The in between layers are made of glass fibers. Okay, so how do you write this is 0, put a notation that is carbon, okay, carbon, and then this is plus and minus 45, you have glass, okay, and then you have 90 2 times, okay, you have the 90 times, or we can take the symmetric, right? So this is what is this, glass, okay, and then write a symmetric here, okay, it is symmetric about this axis.
Plus 45 is not there.
Okay, so I put a plus 45 here. Okay, so suppose there is a plus 45 here, I can write it as symmetric. So what I mean to say is, suppose if you call this kind of a laminate as hybrid laminate. Okay, you call this laminate as hybrid laminate, meaning you have two different kinds of fibers, glass and the carbon, for example, being used to make this laminate. Okay, so this kind of laminate is called hybrid laminate. So this is how you represent whenever your material properties are different, the fibers are different. Okay, usually the fiber would be same, or sometimes if you are using a hybrid laminate, you have two different fibers. When do you go for two different fibers? For example, carbon is costly and you want to reduce the cost. Okay, so you add some glass fibers, for example. Okay, so that will reduce the cost a bit. Having complete carbon fiber may be costly. Carbon fiber is costlier than glass fibers. Okay, so having carbon fiber throughout the laminate may be costly. So what you do is you can have some glass fibers in between, or based on the design, you can choose some layers of glass fibers and some layers of carbon fibers. So that's how you make the hybrid laminates. So you see, all these are tailor-made. Okay, what do you mean by tailor-made? So you can design your composite laminate. Okay, I have not talked about designing the laminate yet, but you can do it. Okay, so based on the application, you arrive at these orientations and sequence. Okay, so with the lamina, we have discussed these things. 45 degree means what happens to the EX, GXY and all those. Now, overall laminate, if it is there with different orientations, okay, how does the laminate behave? So this is what we will look at in the further classes. So now we have entered the macro mechanics of a laminate. So in the next few classes, we will discuss the design of the laminate. Okay, any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir. No doubts, sir. No.
Okay. Okay, then. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.